just started recording, don't be a phone in a second. Well, joining me in the live lounge now, someone who won a GP plate last year in Honda Cadets. I'm very pleased to be joined by Kenzo Craige here at the live lounge. I'm your host, Chris McCarthy. Kenzo is alongside me. Kenzo now racing in Junior X30 and Junior Rotax. First of all, Kenzo, how does it feel to be back at Kartmasters? Very happy memories for you here last year. How does it feel now coming back to the event?
Feels amazing. It's one of the best events all year. One of the biggest ones as well. It's the hardest one to win. So, yeah, it's been good so far.
Perfect. And you're racing in the Junior Rotax, Junior X30. Tell us how that step up has been for you, jumping up from Honda Cadets.
It's been difficult. I think the pace was there from the start, but we just needed to work on our racecraft a little bit. But I think now we're getting to that stage where I think everything's coming together a little bit. So hopefully we can get the result we want this weekend.
And let's talk about what you've been racing so far this year. Obviously, Kartmasters is that meeting in August we all look forward to. But before now, you've been doing stuff in Europe as well as in the UK. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to.
So in Europe, I've been racing in Rotax Max Euro Series. So that's basically the European version of British Champs. And we're doing well, coming into the last round now here in September, I think. We're only 10 points away from second, so it's looking good.
So possibly you could become a European champion on home soil. How does that make you feel?
That would just be a dream come true.
Yeah. And what about British stuff as well? Tell us how that's all been going for you.
So in X30, we're doing quite well. We're sitting P7 or P6 in the points. So that's going really well. In Rotax, it's not going just as well because we had a quite a bad first round at Kimbolton. But GYG was perfect. We went from last in the grid in the final to 9th or 10th, so it was a really good comeback drive that weekend.
Wow. We had Ron Meadows up here earlier, someone you know very well. He spoke about you in his interview as well. Ron from Mercedes, you're part of the Mercedes junior team, which is constantly growing. Tell us how that feels. It must make you very proud to be part of that.
It's made me feel very proud to have a team like Mercedes supporting me with the likes of Lewis Hamilton and George Russell with them. It just is incredible.
Two drivers who won here as well, like yourself now. And what's it like working with Mercedes? Tell us how that has been for you so far. Obviously, the badge on your suit as well, part of Argenti, Ron Meadows' kart team.
Yeah.
It must feel very, very good.
Yeah, it's been great. They've been giving me all the support I need, helping me learn new tracks and getting me physically ready for all the races. So it's just been a really good experience so far, and I'm hoping to continue with them.
And you're also another driver that's doing the double this year as well. Two classes, Junior Rotax, Junior X30. We've had two drivers go and do the double. How's it going so far? We sit here on Saturday afternoon. How's it going for you across both classes so far?
So in Rotax, we're going really well. We polled in our group in quali, so first poll in juniors, and then we won our first heat in juniors at Kartmasters, such a special event where the grids are so hard. So really happy with that. And in the X30, we lack a little bit in the pace, but our racing's really good. So yesterday we were able to finish P9 overall in the intermediate, which is really good considering what issues we had throughout the day.
And we've seen Ben Barnicoat, Noah Wolf do the double. I know you're fighting for some championships, but what would it mean to you to win the double here this weekend?
It'd be incredible. This year's juniors, X30 and Rotax, I think they're the toughest field that they've had in a while. So to even think about winning both of them is just amazing.
Well, let's wrap up then with our question of the day. I think this will be a pretty easy answer. We're asking all of our guests here at Live Lounge, what is your favourite Kartmasters memory?
Last year when we won it, it was such a good weekend. I think we nearly won all our races except for two. Won it in the pre-final, and in the final, it's just amazing feeling coming across the line. We put in so much hard work throughout the year just to make it up to that moment, so it's amazing.
I know it was probably a straightforward answer, so I want to just elaborate slightly if I can. I remember you walking out, leading the Honda Cadet field, coming out, big crowd in as well. There was a lot of cheering going on. What was that feeling like coming out onto the grid, and then what was it like crossing the line and taking that win and knowing you'd done it?
Coming out onto the grid, it was quite nerve-wracking because it's the biggest race of the year and you're starting on pole. So what you're thinking about is the start, having a good start and maintaining the race. But once you cross the finish line, it's even better. It's just incredible.
And for you, that must sit as one of the races you look back on with such pride. Now.
Yeah, I look back on it to this day, so it's amazing.
Well, I asked this question to Jesse Phillips. I'm going to ask it to you as well. Are we going to get another double winner this weekend?
Hopefully, yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you to Kenzo Craige for joining us. You can watch all the interviews, including the interview with Ron Meadows, on the YouTube channel and on the social media pages. And the live stream is on Alpha Live along with all the paddock shows.